it's a bit strange. Anyway, we're probably going to have to try and do this. Tap to invite a viewer to be in your broadcast. What? Okay, no, I'm just going to carry on. Okay, Happy New Year. Oh my goodness, what a strange start to the year. Welcome to my channel. I come on here every couple of weeks and share a new project and some tips and tricks with you. And then if you're a subscriber to my email, then you also receive the PDF with all the measurements to the project that I'm going to show you. This month at Stampin' Up, we have a couple of things happening. There's bonus days promotion, where if you spend $110 in an order, then you'll receive an $11 coupon, which you can redeem in February. And so that works too if you can double them up. So if you spend $220, you get 2 coupons. And the other thing happening is Product of the Month, which this time is a fabulous, it's actually called Fabulous Sayings. It's a stamp set, and it's proving to be really popular. And that one you can only get it if you place a $150 order. So, and that you can buy for an additional $11. You can get that stamp set. So, a couple of great offers happening. Now today I'm using an online exclusive product called Banner Sayings Bundle. So this one is stamp set with a punch. So I'll flip the camera. Now this is going to be interesting. We'll flip that around and I'll just check what's happening live. Yeah, so we're probably going to have to be in this direction, I think, because if I try and turn it, it's probably going to go crazy at me. Okay, so I'll just leave it, I think. Better that you get something in a strange position than nothing at all. Okay, so this is the stamp set, Banner Sayings. So you can see there's loads of words, different fonts. I really love this lovely flowing font. That one's a mix of 2 fonts. Really good size for loads of different applications. And if you get the bundle, it comes with the punch. And this one you can punch out your 3 different styles of banner. And I'm going to show you some tips about using the punch as well. So first off, I thought I would do the actual card. So I'm actually basing this off the sample on the Stampin' Up website. And in that sample, they've used a paper with hearts, and it's got like a doily, and then they've got the words in the center of the doily. So I don't have those things. So I've selected a different paper, and I've got a die cut shape. That one is from these dies here, which is called, getting messages, I'll have to come back to that, which is called, if it wasn't covered up, Spotlight on Nature dies. And there's all of those different sized circles with different patterns around the edge. So a really cool set of circles. Somebody must be crop dusting or something. Here comes the helicopter again. Okay, so I've got my card base. This is Petal Pink. Now I have to make sure I'm staying within the frame here. I think it's because video is now this direction, isn't it? It makes it tough for crafting to squeeze everything into this tiny wee width of about that much. Anywho, it could be a new thing that's happened since I was last on here. So I've got my layer of paper, which is from, I did have the name, it is from Brushed with Beauty, and this is a new one. I think I have used it. I used it a couple of times last year, but I thought this was a particularly pretty pattern. Okay, so this is a really quick and easy card. And just to show you, you can take a different design or a sketch and just do it with other things that you have. So if you want to hop onto the website and look at the original card, then you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to go all out with dimensionals here and put, oh, she says that, and then does she have any? Oh, yes. We'll have to use the edges. I hope you all know you can use these edge pieces. So you just cut them. So I'm making them sort of the size of the normal big ones in this case. But all of these pieces are to be used. Gosh, it's a muggy day today. Had a couple of little sprinklings of rain, but nothing has really come of it. Okay, so I'm just popping that down in that bottom right corner. And I'll now do my stamping. So with this design, I'm using different strips of card. So I'm just going to stamp them individually, but I'm going to show you another way of doing it later. So we've got I'm here for you. I'm just going to stamp that on one of my pieces. What was the one I wanted in the middle? Consider yourself hugged, I think, goes in the middle. So we'll do sending love on the other piece of crumb cake. And we'll do, so I'm using Mossy Meadow for all my stamping. And consider yourself hugged on that bottom one. Now I can't see if I'm still in the frame, so I'll just wake up my computer. Okay, so now with each of these, I'm going to punch them out, just using a different one of the labels, one of the, the sizes. So I've got that one. And then this one I'm going to do with the bottom one. So I'm doing them in sequence. Sending my love, and consider yourself hugged will be the middle one, which will be in this petal pink to match the card base. So I'm just lining up those words, and I'm hoping I've not too close to the edge. I might have to redo it. Oh. And it doesn't like this thin piece that I've put. Oh, now I've jammed it. Oh dear. You can, it's done that because I've got that really thin bit there and it's just jammed. Okay. So I'm throwing it on the floor to try and unjam it. Oh, this is just how my day is going, really. Okay, I managed to do it with my foot, but it's jammed shut. So I've got that one out. So the plan is to have these on the card like that. So now I've got to try and get that card out. I don't know how I'm going to do that. For all the other things I want to show you. It was a bit silly, wasn't it? Oh dear. Okay, that might be a Brendan job for later. Hate it when that happens. Okay, so don't do what I did. These other pieces were thinner and it didn't get caught on the one next to it. So there's a little trip up for young players. Okay, let's just carry on. It's obviously going to be one of those days. And I'm just going to give this a little haircut here. You can see it's just a little bit, not quite cut. I'll see how I go with this punch. Stampin' Up! Do have a money back guarantee. So if I find that it just can't be resurrected, then I can send it back. Okay, so these I'm going to pop down the bottom here. I put 2 on that one. I'd probably put 3 on this longer piece. And actually I've got some little half ones that will do. Oh, and another pack here of whole ones. I hope everybody had a great break, summer holiday. The weather has improved since we've all gone back to work, those of us that work, as is the way with New Zealand summer. Okay, so these just slightly overlap like that. And then this one. So I love doing this with the different colours. I think it looks quite effective. Okay, so this one now overlaps that one. And it's really nice to say a few different things, like rather than just having one sentiment, you're sort of sending love, hugging them, and saying that you're here for them, all in the one card. So I think that's quite cool. Now, I'm just going to do like the sample dish and have a little bow on the side. This is white baker's twine. I'm trying to think how they'd done it. I think it was sort of on an angle. Yeah, I might do something like that. Okay. Just to add something extra. Oh, and I hadn't thought about embellishments. I'll have to go digging in my drawer and see what I have. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this. So it kind of, just get that off my finger. I want it to snuggle in under here, but still look like a bow. Something like that. I've got the tails, and then just give them a little trim. Cool, and you'll see it comes together quite quickly for a card if you need something in a hurry. Oh, now I could use up some of these because they're petal pink, which is the colour. I love the gold ones, and I've got so many packets where I've used all of the gold and I've only got the pink left. So it'd be quite nice to use up a few pink ones, I think. So I think I'll put one there. Oops. Oh, I've gone off screen again, but I think I'm in the frame, so I'm going to not worry. One there, and I think I'll use a gold. I might go crazy and do 5 on this card. I normally do 3, but I think the gold is so pretty with it. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So up here. It's too central. Perhaps there. That's why I like this tool. You can sort of position it around. If you hold it in your fingers, you've sort of got your hand in the way. So the tool makes it just a bit easier, I find. Okay, so then I want another pink one, I think. So we'll go for 2 pink down here. Right. I should have printed out a picture of the one off the website, but you can go and have a look. It's if you type in Banner sayings, It's one of the samples that come up on the Stampin' Up website under that. And so you can take a look at their one and see what I did to do it with what I have on hand. So that was my card. And now I'll just give these a little clean. I've got a new chamois, but I don't want to use it. So I'm still using my old ones. It's too nice. You know how it just gets all, well, like this one. I just love that. I'm going to keep it at the bright purple colour. All right, so I've got some other ideas for using the punch. So that's our card. Then what you can do is you can make yourself a template. So all I've done is grabbed a piece of scrap card and punched, so it went that way into the punch, punched out the shapes, and then I can use that. So now I've got white, and I can just line that up at the top, and then I can position my stamps. So I've got happy birthday. So you just put them down in the gap, inside the shape on the white card. So what this is, stamp side down. So we're going to put the block on top. And if we keep it actually lined up with the top of the card, then the aim is to get them all straight, which is a little tricky, but you can use the edge. So this one's got a straight edge, so you can line that up with the edge of the hole, which is quite good. These other two are a bit wavier, so a little bit of patience and you'll get that all set up, and then you can do multiples once you've got that. Just check the happy birthday. That's the one I got wonky last time. Okay, so then once you're happy with that, you just pick them all up with a block all at once. And then you can stamp them. So I'll just use this ink I've got out. Stamp them anywhere you like. And then grab your punch that hasn't got cards stuck in it and punch them out, just like that. So I did this in 3 different colours and created some cards just to show you what you can do, and it was really quick and easy. So I did, for these, I did the rip and flip technique, which is where I got a piece of designer series paper that was slightly wider than my card. It can be the same width, but you might run into problems when you rip it. So then you rip it and you flip it over and you use the back side either on the left or the right, and the patterned side, with the tear showing as the top. And they're really quick, easy to make. And now I've got 3 birthday cards there. So I did the stamping in 3 different colours, punched them out, and then just mix and matched with the words. So it was super easy. Now I've got 3 birthday cards going into the year that are good for using. So, and there's plenty of other words in the set that you can use. Lots of different ways to create great cards with this. And I was going to show you some other things, which I could possibly try and do. Oh, so another tip with the bits that I've that came out when I did this, you can use them as a background. So if you did multiples, you can imagine you could have them, going across a card, like something like that. And if you had multiples, you can make a whole background with them. And another thing you can do is you can make them larger or smaller. So if I had stamped, let's just do, actually I'll do celebrate because it's a smaller word. So let's just do celebrate on here. And then when I punched it, oh, now I can't punch it, of course. Oh, I know, I'll do it on here. So it would have punched out. So I've actually stamped it nearer the pointy end. So if I wanted to do the same pointy end at this side, when your punch is open, you, instead of inserting it all the way, you just insert the end you want to punch. So I can just insert this end here and create the same shape as I've got on that end. And it will just make that label a little bit smaller. And the reverse is also true. So if you've got one that you want a longer word on, say from a different stamp set or something, and you want to punch it out, you would stamp it on a strip that you can slide into the punch. And this is a 1/2 inch, which, because the punches are in inches, 1/2 inch wide. So then, and you've got your words stamped on here. So the same thing applies. You just, instead of inserting it that way and punching the whole shape, you insert it from the top into that gap. So I'll just get a different punch so I can show you what I mean. Most of them are circles. That's okay. This one will work. So you can imagine I'm using the banner one. So what you're going to do is slide it between the cutting blades. So I can actually see through here. I can see daylight, and that's the bit you want to slide it into. You slide it through like that, and then you punch one end, and then you just slide at the other end as well and punch the other end, and then you've got your whatever length sentiment you need, but you've got your fancy, say you were doing that one, you've got a banner on each end. So I hope that makes sense. Sorry about my punch. Yeah, so I hope you can see some great possibilities with the banner sayings bundle, or even just the punch. If you feel you've got a set of words that would fit into these, into the punch, then by all means, you don't need to buy the bundle, just buy the punch. I think it's going to be one that's on high rotation. And I love having different words to offer at my classes. Often people are looking for something other than a birthday. That's the most popular, and that's the one I tend to create with, birthdays and thank yous. But yeah, obviously, often people have got, people who've moved house, or someone who's not well, things like that. So it's a good idea, one that I'll be taking with me, so that there's different options. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed that presentation, apart from my tech issues, which I will try and get ironed out before the next one, which is in 2 weeks' time. And I hope you're all having a great week and a great start to the year. And I'll catch you again soon. Bye.